My name is Botaki from Dreams Made Possible, where we cultivate personal mastery, self-worth, and leadership in others. Today, I would like to talk to you about the subject of pride. But before we delve deeper into the subject of pride, I would just like to appeal to you to subscribe because I know you have been on this channel before and you missed the opportunity to subscribe, even to hit that notification button so that the next videos can reach you seamlessly. There are two researchers who in 2007 did a study on pride, their names being Tracy and Robbins, and they came up with two definitions of pride. That there is what we call authentic pride, and this authentic pride simply means positive emotions that happens once you accomplish something. And that could be, for example, you achieving a degree, you being able to open up your business, or being happy for your child to get an opportunity, a breakthrough in their lives. That's what they call authentic pride. But also they say there is what we call hubristic pride, and this pride is not even associated to any event. It is more driven by arrogance and by ego. So the person feels that they are way above other people and they carry their pride all over where they are going. And the latter part, that is what I would like to talk about. And I would like to urge you to swallow your pride if you really want to become the best version of yourself. And I also urge you in this video that there are at least 5 ways in which pride shows itself in your life. Let's look at the first one. Pride is ignorant. Even if somebody does not have knowledge, even base knowledge about something, and you present tons and tons of information and knowledge that challenges their long-held beliefs, they will still hold on to what they believe because them making a shift from what has made them what they are is seen as a sign of losing. So they look at life only in terms of win and lose, and that's why they are committed to the knowledge that they have, even if it's not working. So pride is just ignorant. It's not ignorant. They will not go even out there to seek new information, even if they know deep down that that new information is going to change their life. So they've got this fear of opening up to be able to receive new information. They would rather stay the way that they are just because of element of pride. Pride lacks gratitude. I don't know, in your life, probably you have come across people who will go out and they are assisted. And let's say it's your cousin and you are assisting them to go through education, or you help them to get a job. And you are not even shouting to the world that it is me who has assisted my cousin to get this job. But they will go about as if they are the ones who did everything for themselves. They will go about telling people how they made all the connections in the world for them to be employed. And they will never come back to you just to say thank you, because they lack a sense of gratitude. So effectively, they are takers more than any other thing. So pride does not allow them to come to you and say, thank you for helping me. Thank you for getting out of the way of your way to be able to help change my situation. They never do that because pride lacks gratitude. Don't be surprised if people do not express a sense of gratitude for helping them, because pride just stands in their way of just accepting the assistance that they would have been given. Pride destroys relationships. This is a very common one, especially between couples. Have you seen couples sitting together in one living room and not talking to each other? And both of them have got their fair share into the problem that they are currently experiencing. But none of them is willing to take the first step of apologizing or even of brokering a discussion around an issue. And I have heard people saying, I will never, over my dead body, I'm not going to be the first one who's going to take the first step to talk. And when you look at it, there's nothing else. It's just pride that keeps people from not wanting to move forward. And that might seem as a simple example, but the more frequent it happens, it destabilizes the foundation of that relationship, because any relationship is predicated on a foundation of trust. And the foundation of trust becomes solidified as a result of communication. Now, if communication does not happen, because I feel that I'm not going to lower myself by taking the first step to talk to somebody, I'm not going to put you on a pedestal by firstly initiating a discussion. So we would rather sit in our living room, watch the TV, and fail just to have a conversation between the two of us, just because one of us is not going to initiate a discussion. So that's one element in which pride destroys relationship. Pride has destroyed families where cousins, grandfathers and grandmothers, uncles and aunts do not talk to each other, because none of them is willing to go out and say, I was in the wrong. Let's mend this relationship. Instead, you hear people saying, guys, let's move on with life. But moved on the basis of what? Why did life get stuck in the first place? So pride does not allow people to open up the wounds and deal with the real issues, but rather they would like to just cover the wounds and move on with life, because pride does not allow them to be naked in terms of truth and say, this is how we got here and we have got to solve the issues. Pride diminishes opportunities. I have seen instances where people have let opportunities pass because they cannot allow themselves just to stand up and go to knock at the door where the opportunities exist. I know of somebody who refused to go to somebody who had an opportunity, I mean a work opportunity, and they said, I won't go to that person because tomorrow the whole town will know that I got the job because of them. So that opportunity was missed. So this is related to that element of gratitude I was talking about. And because of that, then they did not do it, because somebody's going to tell the town that they got the job because of them. So I also know somebody who would not even pick up a phone to ask for a mere 10 rand so that their child can be able to go to school, because of pride. People shouldn't know that they lack. And if you know our South African situation, those things are common. I mean, I'm not promoting it, but it's common that somebody might lack a 10 rand there and there. And there's nothing wrong about, especially if you're asking it for the right reasons, there's nothing wrong about you going to the next person and asking for 10 rand so that your child can go to school. But people would rather miss that opportunity because of pride and say, I'm not going to do it. So pride diminishes a lot of opportunities out there that we should be taking upon ourselves for us to be able to grow. Pride does not allow learning. So the reason why we have pride is because we lack better self-understanding. We are driven by desperation, we are driven by fears, and we are driven by doubt. And until you allow yourself to become a student of yourself, then you are not going to destroy this poison called pride. So you've got to take the opportunity and go out there and seek feedback about yourself so that you can get a better understanding of the person that you are, so that you can move beyond this element of pride, because pride is not assisting you in any way. It is just taking your life backwards. So I'm saying to you through this message today, swallow your pride. Go out there and ask for opportunities. Opportunities just don't open themselves. You've got to go there and ask for those opportunities. Show a sense of gratitude where you had been assisted. Where you don't know, ask so that you defeat the element of ignorance. Build your relationship by being the first one to take a step. Your relationship cannot die just because the two of you do not want to talk. The family cannot just vanish into thin air just because old wounds have been left open. You've got to stand back and swallow your pride so that you can become a best version of yourself. If you resonate with this content, I ask you to subscribe and follow this channel. Make comments below and tell us how you have been able to defeat your pride. And if you need support through coaching, we are here at Dreams Made Possible, ready to assist you to become the greatest version of yourself. I thank you.